Hey again, newbies. I just wanted to give you a quick tutorial. We have much more in-depth ones that show how to do this on every part of your body, but I just want to give you the ABCs. As you can see, I'm sitting next to the hot tub, just have my legs in here. If you will heat your body up before you fascia blast, it's less painful and more effective. One, you're going to need an oil that does not rub in. Of course, we recommend mine because it has a fat burner in it. But whatever you do and whatever you use, you either want to pour or spray it on so that your hands are not slick, because you're going to have to hold the fascia blaster. So I just spray a generous amount on whatever area that I'm going to work on, and then I use the fascia blaster to kind of smooth it out, the oil that is. So all I'm doing is just smearing it out and preparing for the blast, okay? Then when you first start, I really like to start just at the skin level. So I am literally barely touching myself here because I like to see, if an area jumps out and is sensitive. And if it is, you'll want to just go a little lighter and faster. So if your first blasting session is done with your fingers like this, barely doing it, that's fine. If it's painful at the skin level, then you're gonna stay at the skin level and do it every day until it starts to open up. I'd much rather you do too little than too much, okay? So if that feels comfortable, like for me, this feels almost like a scratch. I mean, my fascia is good at the surface, so I don't feel this. So as you're moving along, you can change your grip up and go ahead and just start pushing a little bit harder. I recommend, if you felt good at the skin layer, to go ahead and go to the fascia level. So the fascia level, here's your skin, here's your muscle, and the fascia is in between, at least the top layer of structural fascia. And so then you're gonna start going at that level. And it is a fast, brisk motion. I know it's tempting if you feel like a knot come up to wanna grind on it, but don't do that just yet. You have to think of your fascia like a knot in your hair, and you're just whisking through it a little bit at a time. Okay, so it's a fast motion. Now, the other thing I do want to say about your first blast is I want you to be aware of your posture, because if you come in like this and you're blasting with your shoulders up and your head hunched over, you can actually hurt your neck or something like that. So make sure when you go to blast, no matter what position you're in, that you have a nice straight spine, that your core is on, that your shoulders are down, and that you're actually using the strength of your lats and your biceps and triceps, and not up in here doing this, okay? So nice, smooth, fast strokes. Now, so that's kind of the ABCs of basic use of the fascia blaster. The only other thing I would say is don't go in circles. You want to go up and down, side to side, diagonal, as long as it's one direction. Because if you weave around like this, it's like taking the brush through your hair like that. So just make sure you've got a unidirectional use on it. Okay, I'll see you on the page. Make sure you're in the group, and make sure you buy the book. It's only $10-ish. Everything that I just explained is in here. And I also think that all the questions go away when you actually understand the science behind it. So if you don't have the cellulite myth, get it, because it's not about cellulite, it's about fascia. But half of the book is education on structural fascia versus interstructural fascia, the visceral, understanding the layers, where they cross and all that. And if you understand that, you're not gonna ask me a thing because you're gonna already know. So get the book.